R6 AFSCME Local 88 Board Briefing.
Come on down.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Michael Hanna, President of AFSCME Local 88, Commissioner Kafori, Commissioner Smith, Chair Kogan, Commissioner Shipwreck, Commissioner McKeel. It's an honor to address all of you together all at once. Thank you for giving me this time. I'm going to read my speech, so excuse me. I would have liked to memorize it, but I'm just not that good. So I come before you this morning to talk about the upcoming contract bargaining for AFSCME Local 88. But I want to place this in a larger context. Contract bargaining is a tradition that's been happening here since the first small group of Multnomah County workers joined together to form a union in 1937, and will continue in 2037 and far beyond. That the current union president would come to speak to you is nothing new. But what is new is that Local 88 is in such a state of profound transformation, just like Multnomah County, with Multnomah County Evolves, just like our nation. As all of you have seen in the news, something is happening in the Midwest. At this moment, in Wisconsin and now Ohio and Indiana and other states, tens of thousands of workers and supporters are gathered to fight for their basic right to collectively bargain for wages, hours, and working conditions. It is within this context that I speak to you today. Politicians in those states have framed this issue in the context of budget shortfalls. And there's no question that our nation is in economic hard times. Multnomah County is now on its 11th straight year of budget reductions. But at a deeper level, what is Wisconsin and all of this really about? 5 years ago, I was fortunate enough to participate in a labor delegation to Columbia. And while there, we met with our union brothers and sisters who were literally staring down the barrel of a corporate gun, fighting for their most basic rights to collectively bargain. With Columbia being the most dangerous nation on the planet to be a union leader, while we were there, yet another union activist, a teacher, was assassinated. Those struggling workers in Columbia were standing up to global corporations and their associated military thugs and economic elites. Never would I have imagined that 5 years later, I would be back in this nation witnessing essentially the same thing. Only here, the guns haven't yet been drawn, yet. With union membership at such a low level in our nation currently, it is easy to dismiss us. However, to put this struggle in context, one historian wrote, "The strength of unions in post-war America had a profound impact on all people who worked for a living, even those who did not belong to a union themselves. Wages went up, even at non-union companies and organizations. Health benefits expanded, private pensions rose, and vacations became more common. It was unions that made the American economy work for the middle class. And it was their later decline that turned the economy upside down and made it into a playground for the business and financial classes," which is what we're witnessing today, a playground for the business and financial classes. In the last 30 years, wealth of the top 1% has expanded dramatically, while the rest of us, the other 99%, have either stagnated or declined. But AFSCME Local 88 is not in decline. We are an anomaly in an otherwise mostly bleak story. We are working as hard as we can to transform ourselves into a 21st century model, a new blueprint using technology and communication, prioritizing our resources, expanding our diversity and our inclusiveness, empowering our members to be future leaders, and engaging in the community and Oregon like never before. And with Multnomah County Evolves, you are also working to transform the county into something new. And part of my message to you today is that we are allies in this transformation. We will be here with you every step of the way, but you also need to be there with us. As we begin bargaining next week for wages, hours, and working conditions, remember the bigger picture. Make no mistake about it, in the richest nation on the planet, American workers are now at war to defend health benefits, retirement benefits, a living wage, as well as the basic right to collectively bargain. This is a war for the future of this country. Are we going to be a nation with a strong and vibrant and diverse middle class, a nation that plans for its future and innovates, prioritizes educating its children, and protects the environment, takes care of its citizens' health and the most vulnerable? Or will we continue to polarize, like we've done for the last 30 years, consolidate our wealth among the richest 1% with corporate welfare, and assault on everyone and everything else in a race to the bottom? It's our choice to make. Each of you will be challenged in the coming months to make difficult budget decisions, and I urge you to act from a place of your core values. As a county, we have pledged to take care of the neediest in our community, but in order to do that, we cannot forget the needs of the 2,800 Local 88 workers and all the other represented workers here. We are the roots of the great county tree, and you cannot have a healthy tree without a healthy and vibrant root system. A few weeks ago, you passed the board resolution for a healthy, active Multnomah County. It starts here. In order to promote the wellness of our own workforce. And what I'm speaking to you today is about wellness in a broad sense. Personal wellness, community wellness, financial wellness, the future of our country. As frontline workers who interact with the public every day, we cannot take care of the community in its time of need unless we also get our basic needs met. It starts here is such a profound metaphor for the larger storm that we are in. We must maintain our health benefits and expand our wellness and prevention programs. We must maintain PERS and expand financial guidance services so that employees can meet their current personal and family financial needs and someday retire with dignity. And we must expand innovative programs to increase work-life balance for our employees and flexible scheduling. And we must leave no stone unturned in our efforts to run efficiently to preserve as many core county services as possible and the associated jobs of those services, so that our own workers don't end up swelling the already long unemployment lines. As AFSCME works to educate and empower our members about the larger political and social struggles in our nation, and be a force for positive change in the community and in the state and in this country, join us in this fight for our collective future. Thank you.